What's up everybody, Nicole here, and I'm so excited for today's video because I am in fact bringing to you another makeup video. I've been having a little bit of a hard time figuring out exactly what to film. So today I was thinking and I'm like, well, I've been kind of wanting to do a smoky eye because it's been a very long time since I've personally done a smoky eye and done it well. But smoky eyes are so basic. So then I was like, well, let's see what palettes I have to do like the smoky eye with. And I was looking, I had the Profusion Sultry palette, which is cute, but it's like basic. I had the Profusion Chocolates palette, which is great, but nah. And then I realized that I have the Morphe and James Charles palette, which what's new, every single look that I've posted on here has been from the James Charles and Morphe palette. But they've all been bright and colorful looks. So I was looking at the palette and I was like, there are some warm tones in here that I can play around with. All that to say, that rhymed. I'm going to attempt to do a smoky eye using this James Charles palette. And I think it would be really something fun and different because I personally haven't seen a lot of these using this palette. So I think it would be nice because I feel like a lot of people tend to think that this palette is just for super fun and bright colors because of the slogan Unlease Your Inner Artist and because it's just super bright and colorful. But like, if you look at it, there are a lot of like warmer tones. So it'll be fun, we're gonna have a good time, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. So this video is actually going to be a little bit more of a chatty video as well. So if you don't like those, sorry, but stick around, you might like this. So first I am actually going to moisturize my skin today using the Visible Lip L'Oreal Radiance Booster Brightening Primer. It's a 24-hour hydration primer and I love this primer. I don't love how it smells, but I do love like the moisture that it provides, and it's just a really good overall base to have with your makeup. I get asked a lot what I use for my brows. So what I like to use is this e.l.f. Gel Lock-On Liner. This is super good for getting really defined brows. And then I just use this, what's this? This e.l.f. small angled brush to fill them in. So I just do that. How do we feel about this brow? Look at that. That's like weird. We don't feel good about this brow. Hold on. So real life, you guys, you're not always gonna like the way something comes out the first time. So don't be embarrassed like if you have to do it again. Like a lot of times I have to do my like eyes or my eyebrows like 2 or 3 times to get them just right, especially because they're not done. So I actually do need a lot of work, but whatever. So I fixed my eyebrows and I used the e.l.f. and I just kind of redid everything so that they look a little bit more put together. Thank God, they were looking a little rough. Now I'm gonna actually go in with the Benefit Give Me Brow gel. What is this actually? Fiber gel. So I really like this product because it really helps put my hairs in place, and I love that. And it also helps my brows last longer. So they don't really last that long if I just have the e.l.f. gel liner, but they do last quite a bit longer when I use this gel mascara with it. So now I'm gonna go in with my favorite Colourpop concealer in shade Light 10. If you've seen any of my videos in the past, you know that this is my favorite. No secret to that. So now we are going to go in with this beauty. And we're gonna be using the shades more on this side. I might use some light ones from this side, but these are gonna be more of our smoky shades. So let's go ahead and see what we're gonna do. Okay, So I want a bit of a cat finish, so I'm gonna use these elf stickers to line my eyes because that's what I like. I'm just gonna put it just like that and then do the same on the other eye. So I like these because they stick really well and they're just really good for when you want to do the cat eye. Tape works well, but tape wasn't specifically made for this. So what I like about these is that they come with like little breathers. So if you see they have little breathing holes. That really helps make it comfortable so that it doesn't bother your eyes while you're doing your makeup. So really like these. It's definitely a favorite product currently. So now we're just gonna go in. I don't know what these shades are called, and I don't have, actually I might, hold on, found it. I now know what these shades are called. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Punch Me as kind of like a base. So that's gonna go all over my crease and just above my brow bone. Then I am going to go in with the color T. That's gonna be on the other side of the palette, and that one's gonna be just beneath my brow bone area. So I decided to zoom in the camera so that you guys can see a little bit better what I am doing. I'm gonna go in with the color T, and that one is gonna be just beneath my brow bone. So that's the color T. So next I am actually going to do a cut crease for this look, just because I really feel like a cut crease would be really pretty with this look, but it's just gonna be like a half cut, not like a full cut, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I'm honestly just winging this look with you guys right now. So, hope you don't mind. So like I said, I'm only bringing it out halfway. I don't really want to bring it out all the way. So that's it. So now I am going to go in with the color Wig. I'm going to use a flat-ended brush for this. We're going to apply that super pretty gold all over where I just did the cut crease. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow, I love that. Once I have that base on as much as I can, I'm gonna go back in with this little brush, and I'm just going to get the edges of where the cut crease is, because that big flat brush isn't gonna do the trick. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the shade Benny, and I'm going to use this pencil brush, and I'm going to apply that all over the kind of like line of my eyelashes. So just like this into here. This is a bit of a darker shade, and this is what's going to smoke the look out. So now I'm gonna take my angled brush again, and I'm going to dip it in the color Spooky, which is basically the black shade in the palette, and I'm going to use that as an eyeliner to define my eye a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and smoke that out using the pencil brush. All right. So now that I have applied the eyeliner, I can go ahead and get started with the rest of the look. I'm a little nervous to remove this because I don't know that it all kind of came out the way that I hope that it will, but let's go ahead and remove these, and then we will get to the rest of the face. Cute. Cute. Now we are going to go in with foundation. I am using my favorite L'Oreal True Match Foundation. This is actually my favorite drugstore. I feel like this one is very comparable to the NARS foundation, which is why I love it so much. And I'm using it in the shade W2, which is the closest shade to me. So I'm just going to apply that all over. And I'm using my e.l.f. blending sponge, to blend all this together. This is my favorite blending sponge for sure. Okay. So when you get around the eyes, just be careful not to get any on the actual look. So it's really funny because I've been out in the sun a lot, so this actually looks lighter than what my shade currently is. Look at that. Do you see that? My hubby's over there, so. But we'll fix that with a little bit of powder and bronzer. So now I'm just gonna go in with the concealer that I love in Light 10. This actually is way too light for me, but it's what I got, so it's what we're gonna use. And because the foundation did turn out to be a little bit lighter than my actual skin, I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal blending powder. It's in the shade True Beige / Beige. That's usually really dark for me, but since this foundation kind of was a little too light, we gotta darken it up a little bit. So I just add that all over. Perfect, see? And this is actually going to help to be a good base for our bronzer and contour and whatnot. So now I am going to go in with my personal favorite bronzer at the moment. It is the I Love Revolution in the Bronze and Glow palette. It's currently just like a really pretty cool bronzer, which I just personally love, especially for looks like this. So I'm just going to apply that. And sometimes I like to use it a little bit as like a contour as well. So I'll just kind of apply it to the parts where you would otherwise be defined. Now I am going to go in with my favorite highlight. This highlight is freaking bomb. It is the Colourpop Wisp highlight. This is their Super Shock Cheek formula, and oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. I honestly just love swatching it because it is just so buttery. I mean, can we just talk about that for a second? It is so good. The best application for this one is using a brush like this or your finger. Your finger is truly the best application for this highlight, but sometimes this is good too. Next, I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. If you've seen any of my makeup videos, you already know which one I'm about to point out. It is the Voluminous False Fiber Lashes from L'Oreal, and I love this mascara so much. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply that. Whoa, I mean, like, look at the difference already between this eye and this eye. It's good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in with Punch Me, and I'm gonna put that on the bottom of my lash, and then I'm also going to add some wig right to like this outer towards the middle. And then we are going to apply a little bit of our highlight color right into the inner corner, just like that, to really brighten the inner corner a bit. Just like that. Wow. And so then lastly, I'm going to go in with my Kate Rimmel London lipstick in the shade 47.